Well, I've been having so much fun with this deck, I had to make another video. This might look a little different than what you saw the first time around. The first time around, I was running no level 6s, but literally immediately after the first video I did for this Kimeramon loops deck, I thought to myself, how the hell can I put Minervamon in this? Those of you that have been around for a while or have come out to my DCGO streams, you know I'm a sucker for a good Minerva deck. So I wanted to see how this worked. And it's actually funny because while I've been working on this in the background, this commenter here on the last video brought up that they've been doing their own Minerva build, which I thought was pretty silly. So there's a couple different versions I have of this. One runs a full Gabu package with the blue Matt Ishta that gets the promote, +1 memory and all that, and gotta stop fighting and jamming cards. But this is the build I've been running without the guaranteed loop card, right? Because there's that 2-color blue option card that says, hey, your Digimon, nobody's Digimon can get deleted in battle, right? And that's great. But honestly, I was like, do we really care? If we're running Merva with Anubismon and all this fun stuff, do we really give a shit if the loop dies? And it's like, while the answer should be yes, because then you're guaranteed your OTK, it's not as consistent as just saying, fuck it, we ball, and just slamming into the security and then using Merva to kind of come back. There's definitely arguments for both sides, and I haven't done enough playtesting to really solidify one way or another exactly how I feel, but both versions are viable and playable at this time. So a lot of what we're doing, usually it seems in these games, is we're getting in there, we're promoting early, we're getting early chip damage, hoping something blows up so that we can draw cards off of our eggs, off of our Gabumons, that fun stuff. And then we're using our boosts to kind of facilitate a situation where when we have Kimeramon and either like Mad Leo or Delta, and Kimeramon in hand and Mad Leo or Delta in raising, we can then just hard play the other one and go straight to Chimera, right? So you play one memory boost at some point, you have a memory setter, and then you're essentially able to cheat out your Chimera loop at that point in time, which is great. Usually you want to see Mad Leo in raising so you could hard play Delta, so if you still haven't had a chance to discard your Chromon yet, you could still do it. But the nice thing about this build is, and some of the other builds that I've done, I'm still sick, is that if you don't see your Kimeramon or you don't see your DNA pieces, it doesn't really matter. Because you could just go into Minervamon, right? You could swing in and then let the Mad Leo effect trigger, hitting your Mervamon, filling your board, or you could just go into Anubismon. Sorry, my dog is barking. Yeah, you could go to your Minerva, your Anubismon, or if you really have to, your Mervamon to just fill your board and immediately give a presence. Does it suck if they have like a medieval Gallon out? Yeah, sure, but like everything's got to play around that at this point, so it is what it is. But it's very fun. I feel like the ability to get your loop online is pretty reliable and pretty consistent. I should have probably died here. The fact that I didn't was really lucky. I think there was a misplay earlier on. I wasn't really paying attention, but I hope you guys like this deck, because you're going to be seeing more of it both during streams while I try to fine tune it and see what we can do, and in some videos. It's going to be an interesting next week or so because I am pretty sick, so the amount of time I'm going to be able to put into playtesting outside of videos is pretty low. Plus I have a backlog of other videos I gotta make for the Digimon TCG and just other videos in general, so I gotta get caught up on some of those. We probably won't revisit this in video form for a little while, but definitely let me know, let me know your thoughts and overall feelings on this deck, because I think it's pretty unique. I think that it's doing something that we probably weren't really expecting to see. It's kind of like a blindside. I think that's super neat. I know some people are just gonna be like, push his glasses up, purple, derogatory, purple. I get it. You could also say the same thing about a lot of different things, but yeah, it's a good time. So now at this point, all I'm trying to do is just establish a board state. I know at this point I've won, right? I'm burning through my memory boost because I know that this is GG's. I'm trying to hit Kimeramon. My biggest concern is that I'm going to hit a Crimson Blaze in security, right? I don't want to swing into Crimson Blaze because if I do, it blows up a good portion of my board, and I won't be able to play anything by effects. So I want to go into Chimera first and start its loops if possible, before I start burning my other cards. So that's kind of what I had thought in my mind, but after sitting here and thinking about it afterwards, the brain fog must have gotten to me, because if I hit the Blaze anyways, I'd still be in a rough position. We might be able to bounce back, but yeah, I would have had to get some more blockers on the field or something, because I was definitely dying on my turn. Plus they had the piercing Takuya out. It was not looking good for me. So it's kind of all or nothing at this point. Loop begins. Play out the Mad Leo. Get back Chimera. DNA Digivolve again. As you can see, this time I opt to just go ahead and swing regular, because if I hit a Crimson Blaze, these two shitters are going to die. I only need one Garurumon at this point to confirm its swing, because then I would have had enough to kill with Chimera and Merva. But yeah, that's really it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next videos. I do know that this video will be going up early for those of you that are members on YouTube or Twitch subscribers on Twitch. If you want to get my videos early too, feel free to, support me further that way. Otherwise, join the Discord. A lot of people have been joining the Discord, but I would like to see more conversation about different things, because, we talk about Digimon, and getting more mouths and eyes into the conversation helps breed crazier decks and crazier shit. So yeah, keep on coming, keep on yapping about the game and other games. But I don't really have anything else I want to yap about, so I hope you all have a lovely rest of your night, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Yeah.